Big Dog!
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making his way to the ring from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
Now, Roman Reigns once told me he carries his family legacy as a badge of honor that fuels his confidence that cannot be broken.
One of the most confident men in WWE today.
You feel the aura of the arena change the minute the opening notes of his song hit. Roman Reigns changes the feeling in the building.
It's all about his yard. Plain and simple.
But there's one guarantee: whenever Roman Reigns enters an arena, he stirs up incredible emotion within the WWE Universe.
It's all about his yard. The lone wolf about to prey.
You know, I once asked Baron Corbin, what makes you happy? What drives you? He told me two things: getting under people's skin and exposing them to their worst fears.
And his opponent from Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds, Baron Corbin.
A perfect hybrid athlete: size, speed, strength, and skill. Baron Corbin, one of the most dominant forces to attack a WWE ring in recent memory.
Accomplished so much in his young career. Won the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Former Golden Gloves boxing champion, NFL offensive lineman, turned champion in WWE.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Baron Corbin likes to be the epitome of the term lone wolf.
Yeah, Saxton, Baron Corbin does what Baron Corbin wants to do, when he wants to do it, and how he wants to do it. Tonight, he wants to beat someone up.
Ah, right to the throat.
What a forearm!
Baron Corbin looking a bit uneasy here.
He's still got plenty of gas left in his tank, though.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes, momentum has a way of permanently swinging one way. That's what he wants to avoid here.
Oh, right to the jaw!
Oh, right to the side of the face.
Boom! On the second rope!
Using the rope. Oh, what a nasty knee lift.
What's this? Michinoku driver!
Absolutely planted.
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions.
Here is Roman Reigns in position now.
Beautiful technique.
There are two things to remember about Baron Corbin's end of days. One, the incredible display of raw power it takes to execute the maneuver. And two, Corbin doesn't care who he drops with it.
Crucifix! There's a pin now. And he got a near fall out of it.
Oh man, I don't know who to root for.
The End of Days is such an impressive finishing maneuver and delivers incredible impact. End of Days leaves its victims out cold on the canvas for a long, long time.
The End of Days from Baron Corbin is just another way for the Lone Wolf to show his disdain for fellow WWE superstars. Corbin won't stop until there is no one left.
He's looking shaky. This could be the end.
Barrage of
the cover.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
And he kicks out. Wow.
Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
Superman punch! That has got to be it. Oh man, Baron Corbin is in trouble now.
And a pin attempt. Dug down deep and gets the shoulder up.
You need more to keep a man Corbin's size down.
I agree.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Dropped from above. Not the fall that hurts, it's the sudden stop at the end.
Oh my Lord. Straight right.
Good night.
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other like WCW's Tower of Doom.
Byron, when we talk about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them, I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of the Punjabi prison match. And of course, the Elimination Chamber with glass pods and steel doors.
And today we have the Asylum match, where weapons are on top of the cage. Just goes to show you that times may change, but the objective to destroy an opponent remains the same. There's still no better way to settle a score than to do battle with your adversary inside a steel cage.
Byron, let's say you're in there with Roman Reigns. What's your strategy to take down the big dog?
Well, thankfully I'm here next to you, Michael, and not in the ring with Reigns, but to answer your question, I would try to catch him by surprise. It definitely worked for Sheamus at Survivor Series in 2015. Baron Corbin just too fast for him. Roman Reigns just too fast for him.
Byron brought up Sheamus' victory over Roman Reigns in Survivor Series, but to be fair, we should point out that match happened because Sheamus cashed in his Money in the Bank contract.
Hey, that strategy worked for Seth Rollins at WrestleMania just a few months earlier. But Brock Lesnar showed you can surprise Reigns in the middle of a match, like when he plucked Roman out of a spear and into an F5 to beat the Big Dog in the main event of WrestleMania 34. Oh, nasty impact.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Hooked up and bam, what a slam.
What a scary drop. This could end it in a hurry.
He's one of those guys that gets going and it's hard to stop him.
What a punch!
Baron Corbin is getting ready here.
Nailed it. Can he finish him off here?
He's going for the pin. This could be it. Oh!
And that was only a 1.
That's too early for that.
He's in trouble. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
This might be the end of Corbin.
Let's check this out again, Corey.
So effective, Cole.
Uh-oh. We know what Reigns is looking to do here.
The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Super ShowDown at the 1989 Royal Rumble.
Then vicious attack. Just when you thought he had...
He's got the shoulders down. Real close. Too close for comfort.
We know Baron Corbin is tough, but I do not know how he is staying alive in this one. This might be it. Oh, my.
Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude was the second half of the double main event at 1990 SummerSlam. The rivalry between the Warrior and the Ravishing One was so heated that no one knew what to expect once the two men were able to battle inside a steel cage, which at the time was the most grueling match in all of WWE.
The Ultimate Warrior dominated early on with his incredible strength. Rick Rude turned the tables and used the steel surroundings to his advantage. At one point, Rude dove from the top of the cage onto the Warrior. But after the Warrior's signature Gorilla Press Slam, the Ultimate One climbed over the cage and retained his WWE Championship. The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. And that all started with one man in October of 1983, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship that saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying that Superfly set the bar. You look over the years to people like Jeff and Matt Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. They continued to push the envelope and executed unbelievable attacks from the top of the cage. And watch Rikishi take flight off the top of the steel cage. Wow, there's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. A superstar must know that their body is going to be thrown against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
You spoke about this earlier, Corey. It's crucial for a WWE superstar to fully understand the gravity of the situation they're in when they battle inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. An individual must be ready to endure pure brutality and be prepared for the fight of their life. No one leaves a steel cage match without scars.
Corey, you said something of value for once, and that anything is legal inside the steel cage. To that point, something else we've seen over the years is interference. Whether it's The Undertaker coming up through the ring or John Cena getting bashed in the head with the cage door from the outside, it's all legal in the cage.
Hold on, guys. This isn't good.
No question about it, Cole. Given Baron Corbin's size, strength, and striking ability, an opponent must try to always be moving and keep the lone wolf off balance. And by the way, good luck with that. He can't...
Superman punch! Good night! That's what he was looking for, Michael. Batista! What a spear from the animal! This might be the end of Corbin.
And an ear fall.
Just barely, but it counts.
Power, agility, toughness, and a massive 6'8", 275-pound frame means there's a lot to prepare for against Baron Corbin. Corey, you offer the best advice a superstar needs to be on the move and keep this monster off balanced.
The Lone Wolf possesses all of the physical and mental tools to dominate an opponent. That's why it's essential for a competitor who's going up against Baron Corbin to not allow him to get set. Keep him guessing and moving.
Belly to belly.
Baron Corbin doesn't care about the WWE rulebook, the officials, or how the WWE Universe perceives it. Corbin is a wrecking machine who will make sure anyone who stands in his way will feel the wrath of the lone wolf.
Oh, man, inverted backbreaker. Ow! Only one place to go when you're stuck in the fireman's carry.
Yeah, down. And I can tell you it's not a pleasant trip.
Byron, you made a great point earlier about Baron Corbin, and, well, he's all about Baron Corbin. Remember, this is a man who was thrown out of the NFL after a serious altercation during a team practice. Lone Wolf is right.
Look, I'm one of the few people who can say they're friends with Baron Corbin. The Lone Wolf wants to make sure all of WWE feels the end of days. I'd like to add that Baron Corbin has a strong dislike for you, Saxton, so I'd watch myself if I were you.
Using the elbow as a weapon.
Baron Corbin just too fast for him.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
He's taken a lot of punishment. Reigns might not be able to come back from this.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall, submission, or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history at WrestleMania.
Momentum clearly in his corner.
Baron Corbin loves to hit people. Before entering sports entertainment, Corbin played professional football and was a boxer. Known as the Lone Wolf, Corbin then set his sights on NXT.
Baron Corbin made waves as soon as he set foot in NXT, and that's exactly what the Lone Wolf wanted. Corbin assaulted superstars like Ty Dillinger, Neville, Kalisto, Finn Balor, and Samoa. What's Baron Corbin putting together? Ooh!
Baron Corbin with authority.
Roman Reigns' chances just went from bad to worse.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around. He's got him.
Superman punch! That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
At the arm. Oh my goodness, crushing it. Whoa, it's another reversal.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. Roman Reigns just too fast for him.
You guys see that distance?
Oh man, jarring headbutt.
Oh man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it.
Oh, what a right.
Man, that's some attitude behind it.
Oh no, he's taken down.
You know, I don't think he has much left.
Bad spot for him to be in here, guys.
He's got to do something to get back in this thing.
I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like these superstars are on their last legs here.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Bang! Oh no, we've got a problem here, guys.
No kidding. Who knows what'll happen next?
Dangerous spot for him to be in.
He's got to figure out a way to get back in it, guys.
Oh my God! He has him right where he wants him.
If he sticks...
Superman punch! Good night!
This one's over, guys. My goodness, that connected.
With a big boot.
On the mark.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid to think what's going to happen next. Ooh, what impact. Ah, he's got that boot. Harsh impact.
Hold on, guys. This isn't good.
No question about it, Cole.
He's positioned up on that turnbuckle.
I would not want to be him right now.
Tornado bomb. Irish whip.
Uh-oh. Watch out.
Thunderous slam.
That kick will stop you in your tracks. Ooh, what an upper. Oh, what impact. Here is Roman Reigns in position now. Now, oh, right to the body. That hurt.
Here's his moment, Michael.
Over and over and over. How many times are we going to see it?
Down he goes.
That'll do it every time. That's how you wear down your opponent.
Overhand right lands.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Irish whip. Boom, right in the button.
Baron Corbin just too fast for him.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Watch this. Oh, what a suplex.
Roman Reigns can be a little over the top sometimes, but it definitely works for him.
Here we go.
Superman punch! Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
And what a reversal from Baron Corbin.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Into the pay window.
And Roman Reigns powers out.
Not yet. He gets it with a reversal.
Oh, man, what a leg drop.
Oh, my God, a clothesline. Point of the elbow, nailed it.
Roman Reigns is out to prove everyone else in WWE is a failure.
Reigns has identified the target. Stand by. Spear. But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Can he score the pin?
This singles contest has a victor.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns.
That's a big win, although there was a moment there where I thought it was going to go the other way.
This was all about one competitor's refusal to lose. When you see that, you have no choice but to respect it.
I think I can safely speak for all of us when I say that was an amazing contest.